A lot has happened on the political front from the 23rd of August general elections to post-election, and now the call for by-election has been made. I'm joined by the man behind the recalls. Sir, who is Sengezo Tshabangu?
Thank you very much. I'm a family man, blessed with 4 kids, 3 boys and 1 girl. I'm a student of labor. I started the opposition politics in '99 when we formed the MDC. I was at the core center of that movement. We were the people that replaced the leadership of Morgan Tsvangirai, Gibson Zwanda into the ZCTU. So that's me in brief.
Okay, so there have been views being thrown around that you are a ZANU-PF project, you are a Tendai project, you represent the disgruntled in the opposition political parties. Who are you representing?
I'm representing the people of Zimbabwe who are yearning for change in this country. I'm representing the people who are voiceless, who cannot really voice themselves because they are afraid of the leadership. I'm representing the people who are disgruntled, as you rightfully put it. I'm the hope of the people that we see things differently. There are so many ways, there are so many avenues to heaven. So I represent those avenues to heaven.
Where is the departure point between you and the CCC leader, Nelson Chamisa?
Nelson, President Chamisa, is my president. He remained my president. Even if he disowned me, he is like disowning his shadow because he knows we came a long way together. So we are saying let's have internal democracy. It is important. Let's have a constitution. Let's promote constitutionalism. It is going to be very difficult if we don't promote internal democracy as a party, then that we are going to provide a democratic leadership for this country as an alternative. So we are not going to be viewed in that. It's going to be a very, very difficult milestone if we can't really do the basic things right.
We have also realized that citizens are saying we had general elections in August, and now there's been call for by-elections. So they are of the view that the call for by-election is retrogressive. What's your statement, what's your reading regarding that?
It's not at all. I think in our constitution, the cause of death of any member of parliament, it really constitutes a by-election. If a member of parliament or any elected official is not capable to carry on his duties or her duties based on medical grounds, then that causes a by-election. So in the same vein, we are doing a cleanup. We have saying there are people who were imposed. There are people who didn't get the right, who were not representing the people, who never got that opportunity to represent the people. But criminals around President Nelson Chamisa, because of their proximity to him, they violated these principles. They imposed their girlfriends, they imposed their friends, they imposed their wives, they imposed those who lost the election. We can't have a situation where a loser becomes the winner. So this is what we're doing. We are cleaning, not in Bulawayo, but we are cleaning countrywide. So we are visiting these provinces countrywide. Those who haven't been visited, we are coming.
So are you telling me that more recalls are set to come?
Recalls are not static. They are there. They will be measured by the response that we're going to get from other provinces. If other provinces feel everything went normal, but which I put my head on the block, I doubt, because we have consolidated the list. We have consolidated the information. The information which is coming through right across the country is that people were imposed. The information that is coming across the country is that, for example, in Manicaland, people are complaining that people from Masvingo came and occupied those positions. People in Mashonaland Central, they are complaining that they were people from Maswingo came and took over those positions. So we are visiting those places. It will be case-by-case basis. We will really review them as the situation unfolds.
But from your own perspective, the 23rd of August general elections, were they rigged?
Well, that's a very good question. You can't talk about elections being rigged. We rigged our own elections. The mere fact that we did not have an internal democracy, we imposed the candidates, we did not put polling agents, we did not train them, we did not accredit them, we did not deploy them. That's in a way a contribution to rig an election. So we rigged an election. In as much as ZANU-PF, kwakusina munhu pagate. And what do you ask? Anybody would have really done what ZANU-PF would have done, because there was no one manning those polling ballots. There was no one who was watching the ballot poll. There was no security of the vote. There was no security of the voter itself, himself or herself. So in a way, I think this has to be clear that we contributed to the result that we find ourselves in as an opposition. So we shot ourselves on the foot, and the public should know that the leadership must be accountable. We can't blame this to ZANU-PF. ZANU-PF took advantage of our flaws, and therefore the elections were rigged. The question is, who rigged the elections? ZANU-PF rigged the elections. Who rigged the election? CCC rigged the election. We rigged our own election. That's the clear message that we should put across the country, so that in 2028 we don't have this kind of similar situation that we find ourselves in.
So from here, where to as Secretary General of CCC?
We are waiting for the court. You know, they've challenged my authority, they've challenged the issues that I represent, they've challenged what I stand for, they've challenged the recalls, but look, the matter is in court. So let's wait and see. In 3, 4, 5 days, I'm sure our courts are capable. We have got one of the excellent judiciary services in this country. So those who feel that the judiciary service is captured, let's wait and see. But I am of the opinion that we have got an independent judiciary service system in this country. So as long as we have that, as long as we have a constitution of Zimbabwe which we abide to, we will respect whatever the outcome. Even if the judgment is against me, I will respect and move forward. If the judgment is against those who are opposed to me, I expect them to do the same.
23rd of August elections, there were issues around the structure, CCC being labeled a structureless party. Where are you going as a party in terms of coming up with structures?
Yes. We submitted the constitution to the Parliament of Zimbabwe. We submitted the interim constitution to the ZEC. So we are trying to formalize a party. We can't run a political party like as if you are running a tuck shop. So even a burial society has the constitution, a burial society has the leadership, has the chairperson, has the secretary who manages everything that happens. We have the treasurer who collects the money. So if you want to be an alternative, you can't therefore challenge the status quo, which is vicious, the status quo which is entrenched, which has got structures, which has got all these institutions that are supporting it. So we want to build an institution than to build leaders. I think this has taken us back, because you look, we had Morgan Tsvangirai, people did not build an institution as a movement, but we built the name of Morgan Tsvangirai. Here again, we are building an individual of a person. We are personalizing the institution. So these are the challenges that will confront us tomorrow. These are the challenges that somebody can run away with it because it's his. So we want to say, we are saying, let's formalize the party, let's have the structures, let's have a Congress where the leadership is going to be elected. Let's have the constitution that is going to be respected, because we want to confront the ZANU-PF using the constitution, democratic means as possible as we can. How are you going to abide to the national constitution if you have never tested the perimeters, the rules, the guidelines of your internal constitution? So we are there. I think we have a very favorable response which is coming out from the regions, that what we are doing is the best thing. What we are doing is what everyone wants to see moving forward. So definitely we are formalizing this institution.
You have heard there from Mr. Sengezo Tshabangu giving us insight into the developments that took place since the 23rd of August general elections up to where we are today.